just want to put something out tonight that's sort of, I have some new subscribers, and I kind of want to make sure they understand. I'm going to backtrack a little bit. So what I'm going to go over this evening is the senses. Okay, yes. We have 5 senses, all right? You know, we're taught, we have sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch. Okay, and these 5 senses makes up what we know is knowledge. Okay, so everything that you know, you've tasted it, you've heard it, you've seen it, you've smelled it, or you've touched it. Okay, and so this creates somewhat what we call the cube world. It's my understanding, the best I can share it. All right, and what I want to try and show is this is not true. The 6th sense is intuition. Okay, intuition. And I want to try and explain what the intuition is. Let me pull up a definition for it. Okay, so first, I think tuition is part of this because we're talking about the intuition. So tuition is a sum of money charged for teaching or instruction by a school, a college, or university. But the second one here, teaching or instruction, especially of individual pupils or small groups. Now I'm going to intuition. Now the intuition is the ability to understand something immediately without the need for conscious reasoning. A thing that one knows or considers likely from instinctive feeling rather than conscious reasoning. Now, and it's also a means by which to gain knowledge. And this is the same definition of the 5 senses. So now I'm going back to the 5 senses, but a 6th sense of intuition. Okay, and it's an inner knowing, it's an inner education, it's an inner learning. All right, and what I want to do now, for me, because I've got to backtrack to make sure some people understand these parts of it. Several years ago, I was led to study the word it. Okay, it. And I was curious as to where did it show up first in Scripture. All right, and it's actually in Genesis 1:4. And then I have that for you here. Let me read that to you. So the first time the word it shows up in Scripture is in Genesis 1:4. And God saw the light, that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. But the first time the word it is in here is Genesis 1:4. The first time that it is used in Scripture, it refers to light. It, the light, was good. Now, I want to show you what that, now that I've sort of established that with you, I want to give you this word again. I'm sorry, I'm the worst speller in the world. Intuition. But knowing it and understanding this weird thing about the alphabet now and how words are, let's look at it like this. In, to, it, I, own. Okay, so I'm going to do it again now. In, to, it, I, own. All right? And the I is referring to if the I, EYE, if the I be single, then the whole body be full of light. It. Into it I on. Into it I on. Okay? So this is the ears to hear. Okay? But now I'm gonna say this also. Ears to hear E-R-E, to hear. All right? So what I'm saying is the intuition, into it, I on, is the sixth sense, okay, and through the intuition, you can start to come out into the light, all right? But now what I want to show you is there is a seventh sense, and it is right here in the middle of these six. And it is the imagination. And it, the light, it, the imagination, is at the spark, at the center. That's the only way I can tell you. Now I want to kind of step on with the ears to hear, which the ears is I-N-T-U-I-T-I-O-N. Intuition is ears to hear, but this is into it, so it's into the light with the I own. And here would be the place where Jesus has gone to prepare. He says he has gone to prepare a place, and he will take us to that place. Okay, and this place is here. You see, heaven is within. And another thing I need to cover also, Jesus says, my Father's kingdom is not of this world. Well, this world is made up of everything you can see and hear and smell and taste and touch. So he says, my Father's kingdom is not of this world. Okay, so it's not of these physical senses. It is through the intuition to his kingdom and through the imagination. It's the only way I can explain. Now, after telling you that, this is where the concept of, you see this, the clouds again, because Christ comes back in a cloud, all right? And I don't have the things to do the little rainbows or whatever. But I was thinking about something. Revelations 10 the angel, I'm just going to say this is a rainbow here. The angel of Revelations 10, has a rainbow about his head. And Scripture later on says that when Christ comes back, he comes in a cloud with a rainbow about his feet. Oh, I can't draw no feet. Okay, about his feet. So the rainbow is between his feet and the angel's head. All right? And Christ says, be in this world, but not of it. If you're in this world and not of it, where else could you be? Except for in the imagination. Do you understand? I mean, where else could you be? Be in this world, but not of it. So, this is where the rainbow and all, and you see it's above his head. That ain't a good rainbow. Looks like a South African flag or something. But, in the imagination. And then if you really want to take this idea and go through Scripture, you'll find many other places where the cloud is referenced. Okay, the water clouds. Because see, even the angel in Revelations 10, he is clothed in a cloud. You see, and it's sort of like, think of the concept, heads in a cloud. Where you at? Heads in a cloud? You see, and it's that daydreaming, imagining, beautiful, quiet place that you go to. I know this is a lot to take in, but if you really think about it, the disciples saw Jesus in a cloud with, was it Elijah and Ezekiel? I'm sorry, I didn't pull all the scriptures for everything right now. But it's just very interesting if you go back and if you look at the cloud and what does that cloud mean. You see, and it's still, I've said that a river flows from the throne of God. Okay, well, the throne of God and that the water is the possibilities. Okay, Jesus says, I will make you fountains of living water. You see, and then the thought clouds. Living water. All right, something to think about. I always like the feedback. You guys have a good evening. Oh, and thanks for Jeff. He was really excited to do the video. Thank you very much. I've got a song that I was going to fill in on the end here, and in the song I was given another word to maybe share with you. A lot of times we're very definite about things. It's definite. But what I was just shown as I was, finishing up this video, definite is actually deaf in it. And it was light, and it was good. But deaf in it. No ear to hear. So don't always be so definite.
I used to be so deaf in